Screen, Esquivel to Garcia, off the deflection, as Fresno comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three, bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner, here comes a headed jam, counted for two. The field, adios, and the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved! What a game. Perez, that's my play, off the backboard, counted, and a win! And a win! Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go! Pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. We're in San Benito pregame show with the National Anthem. Joe Boulding here with you. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer and the National Anthem.
Once again, please stand. Remove all headgear. As the Greyhound Choir, under the direction of Mr. Rodney Rodriguez, sings our national anthem.
Welcome back again here to our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live. We're coming to you tonight from San Benito, Texas, as we get high school football, a District 32 6A matchup between the Harlingen South Hawks and the San Benito Greyhounds. I'm Joe Boulding with you, Rudy Zamaripa Jr., AJ Castaneda on the cameras tonight as we are getting you set for the broadcast here of tonight's game. We'll take a quick break, and we come back, we'll have you set for the opening kickoff of this one, Hawks and Greyhounds. This is Rio Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, we've had the Greyhounds make their way onto the field, and you see the Harlingen South Hawks over on the right side of this field as we're on the visitors' sideline, and here come the Hawks making their way out onto the field as well. Hawks and Greyhounds, District 32 6A matchup, and again, it should be a good one. These Hawks coming off a inspirational victory over the Harlingen Cardinals last week in the Bird Bowl, and they're right back at it in the mix of the top teams in the district as they're taking on this San Benito Greyhound team. Again, I'm Joe Bowling with you. AJ and Rudy are on the cameras. We are up amongst the fans, so there's going to be some times there's some fans going to stand up, and I can assure you they will be in the camera mix. We'll do our best to not have that happen, but I've been here enough that when it gets exciting, you may see some fans, and therefore you'll have to depend on yours truly to bring you the broadcast on a play-by-play call. Greyhounds in their purple pants and the gray with the purple lettering. And they'll be kicking off to start this ball game. The Harlingen South Hawks will be receiving the ball to start this first half of play. Terrific night for football. The sun is setting. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. There's just a little bit of sun on the horizon. That'll go away. We'll be under lights for most of this contest. But again, it's a cool evening, just a terrific night for football between the Hawks and the Greyhounds. Hawks going left to right as we're looking at it. Again, we're on the visitor side here at Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito, Texas. Looking for some keys to the game as we go from our pregame show into our game mode. Keys to the game, the Hawks will need to get off to a fast start on this one. And they'll need to cut down on the turnovers. Turnovers will be a key in this ball game if it's going to swing one way or another immediately. 2 men back to return the kick. Jeremiah Rivera stands center. It's a short kick. Left side of the field, fielded on the 20-yard line. And here come the Hawks on the return across the 25 to the 30. Tackle made there by the Greyhounds as Joseph Herrera, listed as a linebacker on the roster, makes the stop. But the Hawks offense will set on the field for the first time on the night. Israel Gonzalez, the head coach for the Harlingen South Hawks. Dan Gomez, the head coach for the San Benito Greyhounds. And here comes the Hawk offensive unit onto the field. Again, turnovers will be critical in this ball game. If you want to stay in contention, first and foremost, you have to take care of the ball. Xander Cazares will be the quarterback. Back in the backfield as Marcos Gonzalez stands behind him. On a first down play, it'll be a handoff to Gonzalez. Just drives forward, got to the 35-yard line. A good 4-yard gain for Gonzalez. Gonzalez was a part of that victory for the Hawks last week, as once they recovered from being down early to the Harlingen Cardinals, Gonzalez in the running game kept that Cardinal defense at bay and allowed the offense to set up and with several options. 2 backs in the backfield on second down. We are underway here in the first quarter from Bobby Morrow and San Benito. Handoff, inside handoff, and driving out near the 39-yard line. Carlos Moss-Boss, a junior, on the carry that time for the Harlingen South Hawks. But a third down here for Harlingen South. Got to get it across the 40. If you get it across the 42, you're assured of a first down on this opening drive. Get it near the 42, you still may have a first down for the Hawks. Appear to be changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Caceres waits for the snap on third down. Hands it off. Left side. That's a first down and more in the secondary. Down to the 49-yard line. Quick hitter for Marcus Gonzalez. He'll move the chains on a 10-yard gain. Second carry of the night for Gonzalez, and the Hawks have moved the chains on the opening drive. Hawks offense on the field, now to the middle of the field. And on first down, taking their time. There's still plenty of time on the play clock. It's at 15. As Caceres takes a look at the defense. They're pinching on that left side of the defense. He looks to throw for the first time on the night. Delivers a pass in the flats. That's caught in Greyhound territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's a first down on a pitch and catch.
On the stop number 25.
Outside to Ernesto Garcia.
Harlingen South.
And the Hawks have got their second first down of this drive. Quick pass for Caceres. And now another first down for the Harlingen South Hawks. Caceres takes a snap, hands it off. They'll run it left side, bounding inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Another run by Carlos Moss-Boss, and that's good for a good 4 yards for the Hawks. Hawks offense on the ground, 4 carries, 21 yards. They're averaging better than 5 yards a carry in the early part of this game. There's a breeze blowing. It'll get cool before this night's over. Second down, call it 6 yards to go for the Hawks. And they'll look it on the jet sweep, turn it to the right side, trying to get to the corner. Greyhounds are there, and they'll drive that out of bounds. Elias Ledesma on the carry. He had nowhere to go as the defense turned him, never allowed him to turn upfield. And that brings up third and now long for the Harlingen South Hawks. Third and every bit of 8 yards to go. Got to get it across the 30-yard line to get a first down as they're in Greyhound territory on the opening drive of the night. If you're watching this game on our social media, please share the link. Let other fans know this game is going on. If you're on our Facebook side, if you haven't done so already, like and follow the page. Third down for the Hawks. Caceres drops back to throw on a play action. Has some time. Looking downfield, delivers it and throws it away incomplete. It wasn't exactly pressure. Mauricio Padilla, the outside linebacker, was in a position of containment to prevent Caceres from even looking to run the ball. And so it's an incomplete pass, and it sets up fourth down for the Hawks. Right now, the offense is still on the field. 22 seconds on the play clock. On the incomplete pass, stop the game clock at 8:52. Hawks appear to be going for it on fourth down in Greyhound territory. Man in motion, they'll go for it. Penalty flag is thrown on the reverse. Greyhounds are there and trip it up and down it goes. And now we'll sort out the penalty. Normally you'll see that penalty flag thrown and it's a motion call. However, they didn't blow the play dead, so the Hawks are indicating it may be against the Greyhounds. If that would have been a motion call against the Hawks, they would have blown that play dead. Here's the call. So it is a 5-yard penalty against the Greyhounds. It remains fourth down for the Hawks. Look on our replay here. Little trickery by the Hawks on the fourth down, but again, that penalty was thrown early in the play. The Greyhounds a nice job of covering it. Still fourth down. Now a whistle blows, and San Benito had some issues getting personnel on the field. They had already raced off the field thinking they got the stop, and then when they had to send the defense back out, they had some players that didn't get on the field. They had to burn a timeout. That's their first of the game, first for either team. Hawks have the ball. We're in San Benito. We'll be back with more after this. See you later, touchdown.
And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors. We're on the move.
Real Sports Live.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and the Hawks are lined up to go for it on fourth down, and now 3.5 yards to go. on the opening drive. They'll hand it off. Now fumble the ball, and it'll be a stop for the Greyhounds. They'll turn it over on downs. Moss Boss never really got his hands on that ball. And while that will go as a fumble recovered by the Hawks, it'll be a turnover on downs. And so the momentum swing to the home side for the Greyhounds is San Benito, and here comes their offense. If you're looking for some things to build on for Harlingen South, they did get a couple of first downs. This Greyhound team has some talented players. On a first down play from their own 41-yard line, first down play for the Greyhounds. They'll hand it off, bounce it right side in the secondary. That's a 9-yard gain on a first carry of the evening for Fabian Garcia. Garcia had a lot of room to run with there on his first carry of the night. Mark him down for a 9-yard gain. Quarterback is Rodney Rodriguez. Rodriguez keeps the back in the backfield. 3 receivers on the right side for San Benito's Greyhounds on this 2nd and 1. Man in motion, right to left for the Greyhounds. Long count. And now another handoff to Garcia. No, quarterback keeps it instead. There's a penalty flag thrown on that play, so they haven't moved the football just yet. We're here in San Benito. That penalty will be against the South Hawks. So San Benito with a new set of downs. First down in Harlingen South territory. They'll hand it off, staying on the ground, bounce it left side, driving forward, getting to the 40-yard line. Noe Zavala that time on the carry. And after a gain of better than 4 yards, it's 2nd down for the San Benito Greyhounds. If you haven't done so already on our YouTube, subscribe to our channel. It does help get our numbers up. I'll tell you why in a moment, why we need that done. Man in motion for the Greyhounds. They'll run it again. And another hole opens up. First down yardage on a carry by Fabian Garcia. Garcia right up the middle. He's got 2 carries now for 20 yards on the drive. First down for San Benito. 2 backs in the backfield this time on this play. They'll run it. It's Garcia again. He breaks it. Gets inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Big gain for the Greyhounds. 17 yards on the carry, and watch on the replay, on our instant replay, courtesy of the South Padre Island. And Garcia nearly took that to the house for the Greyhounds. They'll run it again. Left side. Driving inside the 15 to the 13. They went right back to Garcia. Garcia now on 4 carries has 40 yards on this opening drive for the San Benito offense. All of this on the ground. Again, the clock management here is going to be, we'll stay on top of it as best we can. We do not have a direct feed on the clock, and so we give you a lot of options here on Real Sports Live. Clock, we just try to make sure we stay on top of it the best we can. Greyhounds to pass. That's going to be picked off by the Hawks. And now there's a penalty flag thrown, and so we'll take a look at this. Enrique Romero made the play, but it will be negated by a penalty flag. And now march off 5 yards. It's 2nd and 2 now for the Greyhounds. They can still get a first down without getting in the end zone on this drive. 2 backs split to either side of Rodriguez. for the Greyhounds. Long count. Handoff on a read. Down inside the 5. Atticus De Leon that time on the carry. And so it's 1st and goal for San Benito. Trying to get on the board here to start this off. There's nothing there on that play. Went back to De Leon, and he was stopped. Forward progress about a half yard on that play. San Benito shuffling a lot of players in and off this field already on this drive. They came in with a lot of names that had contributed already on this season, which means they have a lot of depth. Trying to keep fresh troops in. Under center this time. Handoff, right side, down to about the 2.5-yard line. Another penalty flag thrown. Everyone was creeping up there on the line that time. Time penalty against the Harlingen South Hawks. So to remain 2nd down, that was Jermaine Corbin on the carry for San Benito. They'll take the penalty yard, which takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for San Benito's Greyhounds. Under center's Rodriguez, man in motion, turns, handed off, 2nd man through, inside, touchdown, Corbin. Jermaine Corbin takes it in. Caps off the drive for the San Benito Greyhounds, and they draw first and go up 6-0. Watch on the replay here. Corbin didn't need much.
On the point after number 17,
And you can see he gets in for the extra point for the San Benito Greyhounds. Ball down, kick is up, and off the foot of Javier Santos, it is good. San Benito up top, 7-0, they'll kick off. Harlingen South will get it for a 2nd time of the night from Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito. It's 7-0, kickoff after this.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, you see the kicking team for the San Benito Greyhounds on the field for the 2nd time. Each team has had the ball once as we're at Bobby Morrow, and the Harlingen South Hawks will get it for a 2nd time. On the opening kickoff, the Greyhounds kicked it well short, and so the Hawks have brought everyone up a good 10 yards, expecting another short kick. Fielded at the 15. 20, middle of the field, 25, 30-yard line for the Hawks, and more across the 35 to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line on a return by Fidencio Mesa.
on the stop number 82, Dominic Davila for the Greyhounds. 1st and 10 Hawks from their own 39.
Hawks offense on the first drive accumulated 25 total yards, 15 of that on the ground. One pass completed of 2 attempts for 10 yards. Second time against this Greyhound defense. Faking a pass, looking to throw the ball downfield. That's going to be thrown away incomplete. They were looking to set up a receiver screen over there on that right side, but the Greyhounds defense literally took the receiver out of play. And if you can do that, if you can drive the lead blocker back into the receiver before the pass is there, In essence, the quarterback has to do exactly what Caceres did there, and that is hang on to the ball and look for a check down receiver away from the primary play. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Caceres hands it off. This time the Greyhounds are right there to the 40-yard line. That's a short gain of a yard. Carry by Marcus Gonzalez. Gonzalez now with 3 carries for 15 yards for the South Hawks. Ball right on the 40-yard line. For the Hawks to get a first down, they'll need to get it to the San Benito 49. So 3rd and every bit of 9 yards to go. Single back in the backfield for Gonzalez. He shifts out of the backfield. They'll set up the screen again, get a block this time. Greyhounds are there to cover it as the secondary steps up to make the play. It's a completed pass out there, but a short gain of about a yard and a half. Mesa on the catch.
Dropping back for the Greyhounds, number 5, Jermaine Corbin.
And the Hawks set up in punt formation. Single man back is Corbin to return this punt. Low punt, bounces away from Corbin. He'll try to chase it down, picks it up at his 9, and now Corbin looking for a block. Got it across the 20-yard line, dropped at the 21, and that's where San Benito will take over, 1st and 10. Greyhounds leading in the game here, 7-0. For San Benito's offense on their first drive, 53 yards of offense, 8 carries for 53 yards, all on the ground. The eventual touchdown by Jermaine Corbin. Rodriguez sets him down. 2 receivers split wide left. Single receiver to the short side of the field on the right side from the right hash mark for the Greyhounds on first down from their own 21. Rodriguez hands it off. Short gain as the Hawks are right there to shut that down. Another carry for Fabian Garcia. Already we've seen 4 different players run the ball for San Benito. Garcia, Zavala, Atticus De Leon, and Jermaine Corbin all with carries tonight for San Benito. That was a short gain of a yard. It's 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers on the left-hand side for the San Benito Greyhounds. They'll run it. Quarterback keeps it on a read. Tripped up as he got it to the 26-yard line. Rodney Rodriguez on the carry, his first of the night. Brings up, well, they're calling it 2nd down. It should be 3rd down. 3rd and 5 for San Benito. And the Hawks trying to get a stop here and force San Benito to give the ball back. Rodriguez on 3rd and 5. Long count, drops back to throw. Pressure comes up the middle. Waits, now going to run. Still looking, takes it upfield. Got a close to first down. We'll take a look at the spot. He got across the 30-yard line, but he needed to get the 31 to assure a first down. Right now, they spotted it down short of first down yardage. Now they'll mark it first down. It was that close. So Rodriguez was looking to throw, but the secondary had the coverage for the South Hawks. And then he scrambled for the first down. First down outside the 30 for San Benito. Rodriguez hands it off to the left side across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Garcia on the carry. That's his 6th of the night. He's got 46 yards here in the first quarter. Rodriguez looks to throw. Pressured, rolls out, delivers, hit as he throws. That's going to be caught out across the 43 for a first down. Corbin on the catch. And that's enough for a first down for San Benito. So Rodney Rodriguez connects on his first attempt in the air for San Benito. Clock running. They don't have to take a snap if San Benito doesn't want to. They can send us into the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Harlingen South took the opening kickoff, got a couple of first downs. Went for it on fourth down in San Benito territory. The Greyhounds took over, marched it on the ground into the end zone and scored. And that score is the only tally in the first quarter. Second quarter coming up from Bobby Morrow. Greyhounds and Hawks. It's 7-0 San Benito. This is Rio Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're back here on Rio Sports Live, coming to you from San Benito. As we zip into the second quarter of play. That quarter took 24 minutes of actual time, and anytime you're looking at 2 minutes for every minute on the clock used up, that means somebody's ground game is working really well because these quarters go by in a hurry. Whistle blows before the first snap, and San Benito has to burn their second time out of the first half. First one was a substitution issue after a penalty flag. This time on the quarter change, Greyhounds have to talk it over. We'll be right back.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are ready to go to start this second quarter. San Benito had to use their second timeout already here in the quarter. They have one remaining in the half. Running play, right side, cut it upfield across the 45. Fabian Garcia on the carry for San Benito. Garcia now 7 carries for 48 yards. On the ground, San Benito as a team, 7 carries. Check that, 13 carries, 70 yards of offense on the ground, as the Greyhounds are averaging better than 5 yards per carry. Here in this first now half as we're in the second quarter. Rodriguez looks to the sideline, 10 on the play clock, as he relays the play to his offensive line. Play clock down to 3. Takes a snap on a read, going to keep it. Bounces it left side, got to the midfield stripe, driven down there. For Rodney Rodriguez, his third carry. He now has 15 yards on the ground. So third down and 2 for the Greyhounds. 2 backs in the backfield with Rodriguez. He'll hand it off. And that will not get a first down. Fabian Garcia on the carry. Credited for forward progress. Ended up gaining 2 on the play, so it's fourth and about a yard and a little over a yard for San Benito's Greyhounds. And they keep the offense on the field. Rodriguez on 4th and 1. Long count, looks to the sideline. Play clock down to 10. And they've used 2 timeouts, so they'll need to get this snap underway. Play clock down to 2. He'll run it himself. Gets a first down and a bunch more. Rodriguez down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 22. On the replay, watch the speed once Rodriguez gets to the outside edge.
Making the stop, number 1, Jeremiah Rivera.
The speed of Jeremiah Rivera kept that from getting into the house for the touchdown. Running play for the Greyhounds right up the middle, back across the 23-yard line of Harlingen South.
Defensively, number 32 makes the tackle, Caleb Anaya.
Atticus De Leon will check out of the game. That was Garcia on the carry. Credited for a gain of a yard. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes pressure. They pick it up. Rodriguez has time to throw, delivers. It's incomplete. Protection was there. Rodriguez threw that into tight coverage on the receiver. He was blanketed, or bracketed in this case, by 2 different defenders. Stops the clock and brings up a 3rd down. Chain markers are still listing it as 2nd down, but it's 3rd down for San Benito. And Rodney Rodriguez sets down this Greyhound offensive team. Sends a man in motion. That's Corbin. Looking to throw all the way. Delivers. Looking for it all in the end zone. It's up there, and it is incomplete. In the direction of Noe Zavala. Defended back there by the Hawks' Jaden Galindo. And it brings up 4th down for San Benito. San Benito leading in the game 7-0. We're in the 2nd quarter of play. The wind is blowing out of the end zone in which San Benito is facing. It's blowing more across the field, but they'll keep the offense on the field. This is 4th and 9 for San Benito. Rodriguez, a deep drop. Here comes pressure. They chase him and get him down. A sack and a turnover on downs. You'll see on the replay, on the 4th down play, Rodriguez, first of all, watch the deep drop. Had no time to look downfield once he evaded the pocket. Hawks offense back on the field. Sander Caceres empties the backfield on this 1st down play. 3 receivers left, 2 out to the right side. On this 1st down play for Harlingen South. Caceres gonna run up the middle. Drugged down. Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Robert Trevino was able to stop Caceres. Gain of about, I'll check that, yeah, about a half a yard on that play. 2nd down for Harlingen South. Empty backfield on 2nd down for Caceres. Man in motion. Drops back to throw. Steps up, looking, delivers it, caught! 48-yard line, 1st down for the Hawks. Jeremiah Rivera will reel that in for his 1st catch of the night. And that was a well-delivered ball downfield for the Hawks. For Caceres, he's now 3 of 5 in the passing game. 1st down play for Harlingen South. Drops back to throw again. Looking, has a man caught. 40-yard line. Sidestepping a man. Down to the 36 of San Benito. This time it was Ernesto Garcia on the catch. And back-to-back passing plays for Harlingen South moves the chains for a second time. Caceres now 4 of 6 for 44 yards in the air. All of this drive coming on passing plays for Harlingen South. They made an adjustment already. Man in motion on a jet sweep. They'll run it, cut it upfield. Nice job getting across the 30-yard line to the San Benito 29 on a carry by Jeremiah Rivera. That's just a classic cutback by Rivera off a jet sweep for the 8-yard gain. Hawks offense at the San Benito 20, call it the 28-yard line on this second down play. A lot of options here for Caceres. Empty backfield as he waits for the snap. Drops back. They pick up the pressure. Waiting, delivering, and it's incomplete. Fidencio Mesa was the intended receiver. Credit to the offensive line because there was a lot of time for Caceres to watch for Mesa to break free. My apologies there. Third down for the Hawks. Call it 3rd and 2.5. Running play. Driving forward to about the 24. That should be good enough for a first down to the 19. It is. Jeremiah Rivera on the carry. As the Hawks just turned to power football on that play. Yeah, Hector Perales, I took a deep breath and it was in the wrong pipe, taking a drink at the same time. Thanks for tuning in, though. I'm okay. First down play for the Hawks. Caceres sends a man in motion. That's Rivera. Drops back to throw again. Steps up. Now he gets to the outside, delivers a pass. That's caught. And out of bounds around the 15, making the 14-yard line as Garcia reels in his 3rd catch of the night. Call that a 9-yard gain. Now check that, it's better than 9. Call it 10.5 for a first down for the Hawks. For Garcia, 3 catches, 36 yards. This time the Greyhounds drop for a 5-yard loss as they catch Caceres in the backfield. All the way back out near the 20-yard line. For Harlingen South. Second down. Hawks can get a first down if they get it inside the 5. Pass play, that's incomplete. Looking to see if they threw a penalty flag on that play. I don't think they did. It was intended for Mesa. He was blanketed by Eli Trevino. And now they will call a penalty, but it's against Harlingen South.
So the Hawks are facing a 3rd down, 3rd and 16. Timeout.
7-0 your score. There's a timeout on the play. And with 5:42 left in the first half, check that 5:25 left in the first half. Harlingen South will be facing a 3rd and 15 right after this.
The teams, good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members to do their best and to...
Back here on Rio Sports Live, there's your score, 7-0. San Benito on top. Harlingen South with the football on a 3rd and 15. Pass play, caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Harlingen South. Ethan Garza to the house. And what a nice play that time by the Hawks. Now a point away from tying this one up. Watch the delivery here on the replay. And Garza in. The extra point coming up for the Hawks. Left-footed kicker. Ball down, kick is up, and it is away and good. All tied up in Bobby Morrow Stadium. Harlingen South and San Benito. Kickoff coming up, 7-7.
Our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, thanks again for tuning in here from Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito. I'm Joe Bowling with you. My wife, Dahlia, the owner of Rio Sports Live, sits to my left side, switching the cameras. Operated by Rudy Zamripa Jr. and AJ Castaneda tonight for your viewing pleasure. San Benito scored first in the first quarter. Harlingen South has just answered. With 5:20 to go in the first half, nothing decided from Bobby Morrow. Kickoff coming up. Greyhounds will field it at the 12. 15 to the 20, and that's it. Play made by Xander. Check that. That was Ike Gonzalez, I believe, on that stop. And so the San Benito Greyhounds will start a drive from their own 21-yard line. Total offense in this game, it's tied on the scoreboard with the 7-7 score. And the offense, 103 yards of total offense for San Benito compared to 100 yards on the dot for the Harlingen South Hawks. First down play for the Greyhounds, and they'll run it left side. That gains maybe 2.
Number 6 on the carry, Atticus De Leon. De Leon goes up the middle, gains a couple of yards. Second down.
For Atticus De Leon, that was his 3rd carry of the night. There's a penalty called against Harlingen South.
Still first down for the Greyhounds on a 5-yard penalty against the Hawks.
7-7 score. San Benito with a 5-yard penalty, now 1st and 5. Rodriguez. Man in motion, left to right. They'll hand it off on the sweep. Upended by the Hawks. They brought Garcia from that slot position to take that handoff. For Garcia, that's his 10th carry tonight. 52 yards. Appreciate the fans tuning in. If you're watching on our Facebook, again, share the link. Help other fans know this game's going on. Second down play for the Greyhounds. Rodriguez is hit, dropped, gained about a half yard, and was fortunate to hang on to the football there as the Hawks nearly stripped it away. Third down for the Greyhounds. They need to get it across their 30-yard line to get a first down. Like I said, this running game effective for either team. Clock is just breezing through here in this first half. Rodriguez to throw. Pressured, hit, down he goes. Huge hit that time by the Hawks. And that'll force a punt by San Benito, and watch the pressure coming here. Rodriguez bought him some time and releasing off that block and just leveling Rodriguez, the Hawk defender. Punting time for the Greyhounds. Hawks should get good field position out of this, so they have a man standing at their own 47-yard line waiting for this punt. Punter for the Greyhounds stands inside of his 10, back at his 5. Play clock down to 2. The Greyhounds will have to burn their third time out of the first half before the punt. 2:26 left here in the first half. Hawks get the football, momentum switching to the visitor side, apparently here at Bobby Morrow. We'll find out after this.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Back here, Bobby Morrow. Thanks again for tuning into our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live as the Harlingen South Hawks and the San Benito Greyhounds battling for the current top spot in District 32 6A. Greyhounds in punt formation. On fourth down here, punter from his own 5-yard line takes the snap, gets the kick away. Fielded by the Hawks at the midfield stripe, and they'll make a move on the return. Bouncing it outside. There's a penalty flag thrown, so this one's coming back. Official standing right there, didn't like the angle. That was one of those borderline blocks in which the defender turns ever so slightly, and that gives the indication to the official that that's a block in the back. Two different officials threw the flag. And so what was going to be field position starting in San Benito territory for Harlingen South will still give the ball to Harlingen South Hawks, but now it'll be in their territory, and after a 15-yard mark-off from the spot of the foul, they'll start a drive at the 33. So again, that goes down as a 15-yard penalty, but in reality, it's more of a 23, 24-yard mark-off because of the field position where the Hawks would have been starting this drive. 2:12 to go in the first half. Looking further ahead, San Benito will get the ball to start the second half, and you really do have to look at that now with just 2:12 remaining. Timeouts, Hawks have all 3 remaining. San Benito has none. Xander Caceres, empty backfield to start the drive on first down. Drops back to throw, waiting, rolls out, delivers a pass low, and it is caught for about a 7, maybe an 8-yard gain. Ernesto Garcia on the catch. For Garcia, that's his 4th catch. 4 catches for 43 yards. Meanwhile, Caceres now 7 of 11 for 83 yards. Wants to throw again. Underthrows his man. Incomplete pass. Receiver had actually fallen down on that play. And bring up 3rd and 4. Also stops the clock. So if you're San Benito here and you can get a stop, your offense will get a chance to get the ball one more time, but you've already used all 3 of your timeouts. They will get the ball to start the second half. We'll take a look here. They need to stop. Hawks trying to get a first down and keep the drive alive. Caceres gonna run. Got a first down and more. Drags a man to the 42 of San Benito. Xander Caceres removed any doubt about a first down on that play. First down from the San Benito 42. Caceres drops back to throw, has time, delivers deep downfield in traffic, and nearly a one-handed catch made, and a penalty flag is thrown. Elias Ledesma, the intended receiver, now that's not a spot foul, but it is still a big penalty marched off against San Benito. Puts the ball down to the Greyhound 27-yard line. Hawks have 2 timeouts remaining here in this first half. Clock will start after the snap, after the penalty. Empty backfield again for Caceres. Man in motion left to right. Drops back to throw, has time, delivers over the middle, behind his man, incomplete. Fidencio Mesa was the intended receiver. He tried to come back and get that. Had he made that catch, he was going to get leveled on a pass across the middle of the field. Clock stops with 1:17 to go. Man, a swarm of mosquitoes have honed in on us up here in the stands at Bobby Morrow. 2nd and 10 for Harlingen South. Ledesma in motion left to right. Caceres to throw. Tipped, caught inside the 20. That's short of first down yardage. Jacob Cano with his first catch of the night. And now 3rd and a yard, as that was a 9-yard gain for the Harlingen South Hawks. Caceres sends a man in motion, gonna run, gets to the outside, got enough for a first down. And the Harlingen South Hawks will burn their 2nd timeout. They were gonna get the benefit of the clock stopping to move the chains, but it wasn't gonna stop that long. And so they have 1 timeout remaining. They'll have 1st and 10 at the San Benito 16 right after this.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Back here after the timeout, you see the Harlingen South Hawks talking things over on the sideline. Their offense trying to wrap up this first half of play and send their team into the halftime locker room on the road with a lead. Currently, we're at 7 apiece on the scoreboard. Greyhounds scored on their first drive and have been held in check since then by this Hawk team, which seems to be finding a rhythm on the offensive side as the game flows along. First down play, they'll look to throw, pitch it out instead. Now they'll look to throw out of that. Delivered in the end zone, it's caught, touchdown! Elias Ledesma caught it, Jeremiah Rivera threw it, and the Hawks take a lead. Watch on the play. Ledesma was covered well and just made the catch. Harlingen South up 13-7 on San Benito. Extra point attempt for Harlingen South. Joaquin Ovalle, the kicker, a senior. Ball down, kick is line drive through, and it is good. Harlingen South. Back-to-back scores here in the second quarter. Lead 14-7, 38 seconds left in the half. We'll be back. San Benito gets the ball after this.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as you see the sideline here on the visitor side, the Harlingen South Hawks. An amped up excitement prior to this game anyway. After the victory last week over crosstown rival Harlingen, this Hawk team came rolling into here knowing that control of first place in District 32 6A was right here in the winner's hands as they squared off against this San Benito team. (14-7) your score. With 38 seconds left in the half. Now there was a penalty called on the extra point. It was for a San Benito Greyhound using the assistance of another player to elevate to try to block the kick. So the ball will be teed off at the Greyhound 45 by the Hawks. And you can play this safe by Harlingen South by booming this kick away. Or you can dive into a short kick and just see if you can catch somebody off guard beyond that first line. They'll take the deep kick and send it in the end zone. And so San Benito will bring the offense out. Now, Greyhounds had to use up all of their timeouts. And so with 38 seconds to go, they'll be able to stop the clock by getting out of bounds or gaining a first down. It'll stop long enough to mark the chains. And a first down for Rodney Rodriguez. Rodriguez hands it off on a read up the middle. Spinning forward is Garcia. Fabian Garcia ends up gaining about 3.5. Looking ahead to the second half, San Benito will get the kickoff to start the third quarter. And this could very well be the last play of the first half. They'll run it, bounce it outside left. Out 4 yards on a carry by Atticus De Leon, and that will send us to halftime here at Bobby Morrow Stadium as the Harlingen South Hawks lead 14-7 as they head to the locker room. We'll take a timeout. When I come back, we'll run you some highlights of the first half. We'll also run down some statistics, and we'll give a bird's eye view of the band's performance and more. This is Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics.
Back up at the 12, out across the 15 to the 20, a lot of room, 25 to the 30, 35 sideline, 40, 45, midfield stripe, runs over a man to the 45, great field position to start this out. That's 34 to assure a first down. The snap, the handoff, and they'll bounce it outside, trying to get to the corner, first down, and out of bounds to the 30-yard line, conversion on fourth. Got to get it inside the 14 for the Handy Eagles to get a first down. Pena in motion. Looking to throw is Vela. Waits, delivers. That's caught. Now the ball's fumbled. Picked up by the Miller Buccaneers. They'll get it on the turnover.
I think that's an interception.
For Jaden, appear to be going for it on 4th down in Greyhound. Back here at halftime, as you see the marching band for the Harlingen South Hawks. First, the dance team out. They'll be facing the home side, so we'll have the camera angle from the visitors' side, which is where the Hawks fans will be watching this from as you watch it back at home, wherever you may be, on the road at another game. And we'll run this halftime clock for you so you can keep an idea of when we'll resume play.
And Carla Lopez. The 2021-2022 Southern Star Stance Officers are 3rd Lieutenant Alina.
See the marching band over there for the Hawks.
1st Lieutenant Jacqueline Welch. Captain Madison Myers. Major Samantha Pitt. And Colonel Angelina Blago. Sit back, relax, and watch our Southern Stars show you their star pride. Take it away, Stars.
Again, we'll go to a split screen because of the YouTube. We'll pull this broadcast for a rights violation. So stick with us. You'll still see it on a split screen.
And price for you, forever memories. 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodney Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú...
Back here we're at halftime. You see the dance performance there by the Harlingen South Hawks, and now the band will take over the performance.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Harlingen South Mighty Hawk Band. Drum majors for the Mighty Hawk Band are senior David Soto and junior Jacqueline Davis. Drumline captain is Isaiah Gonzalez. Color guard captain is Hannah Solis. Tonight's performance will include Harlingen South's UIL marching band production entitled Lotus.
Harlingen South Hawks marching band still performing here at the halftime break. 14-7 your score. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the first half here in this one. Appear to be going for it on fourth down in Greyhound territory. Man in motion. They'll go for it. Penalty flag is thrown on the reverse. Greyhounds are there and trip it up and down it goes. First down for San Benito. Two backs in the backfield this time on this play. They'll run it. It's Garcia again. He breaks it. Gets inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Big gain for the Greyhounds. Feet on the clock, and so we give you a lot of options here on Real Sports Live. Clock, we try to make sure we stay on top of it the best we can. Greyhounds to pass. That's going to be picked off by the Hawks. Yard, which takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for San Benito's Greyhounds. Under centers Rodriguez, man in motion, turns, handed off, second man through, inside, touchdown, Corbett. Rodriguez looks to throw. Pressured, rolls out, delivers, hit as he throws. That's going to be caught out across the 43 for a first down. Play clock down to 10. Again, they've used 2 timeouts, so they'll need to get this snap underway. Play clock down to 2. He'll run it himself. Gets a first down and a bunch more. Rodriguez down the sideline, out of bounds at the 22. Blowing out of the end zone in which San Benito is facing. It's blowing more across the field, but they'll keep the offense on the field. This is 4th and 9 for San Benito. Rodriguez, a deep drop. Here comes pressure. They chase him and get him down. A sack and a turnover on downs. Drops back to throw. Steps up, looking, delivers it. Caught. 48-yard line, first down for the Hawks. First down play for Harlingen South. Drops back to throw again, looking, has a man caught. 40-yard line, sidestepping a man, down to the 36 of San Benito. Back here on Rio Sports Live, there's your score, 7-0. San Benito on top. Harlingen South with the football on a 3rd and 15. Pass play, caught inside the 10, touchdown, Harlingen South. Just breezing through here in this first half. Rodriguez to throw. Pressured, hit, down he goes. Gonna run. Got a first down and more. Drags a man to the 42 of San Benito. Flows along. First down play. They'll look to throw, pitch it out instead. Now they'll look to throw out of that. Delivered in the end zone. It's caught, touchdown. Appear to be going for it on 4th down in Greyhound territory. Man in motion, they'll go for it. Penalty flag is thrown on the reverse. Greyhounds are there and trip it up and down it goes. First down for San Benito. 2 backs in the backfield this time on this play. They'll run it. It's Garcia again. He breaks it. Gets inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Big gain for the Greyhounds. Feet on the clock, and so we give you a lot of options here on Real Sports Live. Clock, we try to make sure we stay on top of it the best we can. Greyhounds to pass. That's going to be picked off by the Hawks. Yard, which takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for San Benito's Greyhounds. Under centers Rodriguez, man in motion, turns, handed off, second man through, inside, touchdown, Corbett. Rodriguez looks to throw. Pressured, rolls out, delivers, hit as he throws. That's going to be caught out across the 43 for a first down. Play clock down to 10. Again, they've used 2 timeouts, so they'll need to get this snap underway. Play clock down to 2. He'll run it himself. Gets a first down and a bunch more. Rodriguez down the sideline, out of bounds at the 22. Blowing out of the end zone in which San Benito is facing. It's blowing more across the field, but they'll keep the offense on the field. This is 4th and 9 for San Benito. Rodriguez, a deep drop. Here comes pressure. They chase him and get him down. A sack and a turnover on downs. Drops back to throw. Steps up, looking, delivers it. Caught. 48-yard line, first down for the Hawks. First down play for Harlingen South. Drops back to throw again, looking, has a man caught. 40-yard line, sidestepping a man, down to the 36 of San Benito. Back here on Rio Sports Live, there's your score, 7-0. San Benito on top. Harlingen South with the football on a 3rd and 15. Pass play caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Harlingen South. Just breezing through here in this first half. Rodriguez to throw. Pressured, hit, down he goes. Gonna run. Got a first down and more. Drags a man to the 42 of San Benito. Flows along. First down play. They'll look to throw, pitch it out instead. Now they'll look to throw out of that. Delivered in the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Appear to be going for it on 4th down. That's your first half highlights. Here in the first half of play, the Harlingen South Hawks leading by the score of 14-7. San Benito marching band now on the field. We'll leave the camera rolling on that for a little while as your fans are tuning in here at Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito on a Friday night.
Greyhound Nation, we are very proud to announce the freshman class Lord and Lady finalists. Aliana Hernandez, daughter of Chris and Nora Hernandez. Leandra Machuca, daughter of Leonard and Lily Machuca.
Send a shout out real quick. We have some fans that are watching from abroad. We'll take a look here. A San Benito class of 94, 95, 97 from Arizona, San Antonio watching. Juan Esparza, one of our sponsors here on Rio Sports Live with the concession stand in Santa Rosa, as we have fans tuning in across the country. Thanks for tuning in for this broadcast.
Sergio Naranjo, son of Sergio Naranjo and Rocio Garcia.
Now our sophomore class Duke and Duchess finalists. They are Arabelle Aguirre, daughter of Alonso Jr. and Maribel R. Aguirre. Madeline Bravo, daughter of Omar and Edith Bravo.
It is homecoming here this evening
Hernandez, daughter of Javier and
in San Benito.
Hernandez. And Rocky Wahalo, Sr., father, and Bertha Lopez. We have Eric Martinez, son of Esteban and Hortensia Martinez. And Vincent Munoz, son of Bernie and Monica Munoz.
We are also proud to announce the junior class Prince and Princess finalists. Presenting Kat Cruz, daughter of Eduardo Cruz and Rosie Ramirez. Anissa Hernandez, daughter of Chris and Nora Hernandez. Hannah Trinell, daughter of Stephen Trinell and the late Judy Trinell. Malaki Maldonado, son of Roxanne Garcia and Rolando Moreno. Nathan Rodriguez, son of Carlos and Leticia Rodriguez. And Robert Trevino, son of Robert and Lucinda Trevino.
And now for our senior class King and Queen finalists. Ilani Cantu, daughter of Reynaldo Cantu Jr. and Cecilia Gonzalez. Emily Cardenas, daughter of Jose and Lucinda Cardenas. Anika Olivares, daughter of Leonardo and Veronica Olivares. Jermaine Corbin, son of Ralph Murphy and Jessica Garcia. Derek Garza, son of Albert and Liz Bettis, and Rodney and Stephanie Garza. And Ethan Reese, son of Edward Reese and Ana Lee Lopez.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to all of our finalists for the homecoming court for the 2021-2022 school year. Congratulations to all the students. Announcing the winning results for our freshman class award and lady are, congratulations to Leandra Machuca and Gabriel Covarrubias.
Now our sophomore class Duke and Duchess. They are Cadence Hernandez and Vicente Munoz.
Still at halftime for the festivities for the homecoming here at San Benito.
Proud to represent their junior class are this year's Prince and Princess, Hannah Trinell and Robert Trevino.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, out of decades of celebrating halftime homecoming coronations for our king and queen, the moment has arrived to announce our 2021-2022 San Benito High School homecoming king and queen. This year's 2021 San Benito High School homecoming king is Jermaine Corbin. And joining us as tradition, San Benito High School homecoming queen for 2021 and 2022 is Emily Cardenas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for each of the class representatives and for our homecoming king and queen. Again, our homecoming king for 2021 San Benito High School, Jermaine Corbin, and our homecoming queen for San Benito High School 2021, Emily Cardenas.
And so there's the announcement of the homecoming queen. We'll take a break when we come back. Both teams have made their way to the sidelines. They're on the end zone. So on either side of Bobby Morrow. 4 minutes and some change before the second half kickoff. Harlingen South with a 14-7 lead. San Benito will have the football to start the second half. Back after this.
Para empezar, es tu momento.
We're the Life for Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Back here, we're at halftime at Bobby Morrow Stadium as the Harlingen South Hawks lead the San Benito Greyhounds with a score of 14-7. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Rudy Zamripa Jr., AJ Castaneda switching the camera operations. My wife, Dahlia, is the one running the video switcher. Take a look at our halftime statistics. The Hawks with a 14-7 lead have the lead on the total yards of offense, 144 yards in the first half for Harlingen South, 52 of that on the ground, 92 of that in the air. 13 carries for 52 yards as a team, 4 yards per carry. Leading ball carrier in the first half was Xander Caceres with 4 rushing attempts for 24 total yards. In the passing game, Caceres was also 18 of 14 for 92 yards. He had a touchdown. His leading receiver, he threw the ball to 4 different guys. Ernesto Garcia had 4 catches to lead the way for 43 yards. A touchdown reception by Ethan Garza. That was a 22-yarder for the only touchdown pass in the first half. For the San Benito Greyhounds, the home team on the scoreboard, 106 yards of total offense, 99 of that on the ground. In the passing game, Rodney Rodriguez was just 1 of 3 for 7 yards. In the running game, it was Fabian Garcia leading the way with 11 carries for 55 yards in the first half for San Benito. Rodney Rodriguez was 7 carries for 25 yards. That was negated by a big loss on a sack and then a second sack to close out the first half. So the yardage was limited by this Harlingen South defense against this San Benito offense, which came in with a lot of firepower. Greyhounds make their way over the sideline. They will get the ball to start the second half. Meanwhile, the Harlingen South Hawks will have the lead, and they'll be kicking the ball off when we return. This is Rio Sports Live.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here.
Back here at Rio Sports Live as we are set for the second half. And you see the San Benito Greyhounds kick return team making their way onto the field first. Jermaine Corbin strolls back. He'll be the deep man on the return for the Greyhounds. He has the touchdown scored by San Benito. So Greyhounds took a 7-0 lead. And then 14 unanswered points by Harlingen South to close out the first half. And that's where we're setting as we get set for the second half to begin. Both of these teams are coached by coaches that have a reputation for making adjustments on the fly. So I am certain there was plenty to talk about in those halftime locker rooms as the chess match begins for the second half. Teeing it up for the Hawks is Esteban Morales, a junior kicker. And welcome to the third quarter in San Benito. Deep kick, Corbin drifts back to the 4, brings it out to the 10 in a hurry to the 15-20. Corbin gets a block to the 25 to the 32-yard line. And that's where San Benito will bring the offense onto the field. Just 106 yards of total offense in the first half. And my friends, half of that came in the first drive by San Benito. As you talk about making adjustments, that Hawk defense, which you see the camera scanning on right now, was making some good adjustments in rhythm as the first half was playing out. Rodriguez in the first half, limited in the passing game, just 1 of 3. And on first down, they'll run it up the middle, out across the 40. That's an 11-yard gain on a carry by Fabian Garcia. In that first drive, San Benito moved the ball well on the ground. Garcia leading the way. Also, Atticus De Leon, Noah Zavala with some carries, and then Jermaine Corbin took it into the end zone for the score. That, by the way, is Corbin's only carry of the night thus far. This time it's Rodriguez on a keeper. Got to the 45 on a 4-yard gain. Now move the ball right at the 45, right in the middle of the field. Just underway here in the third quarter from Bobby Morrow Stadium. Give me a shout out on the YouTube where you may be watching this game from. Always neat to see the reach on where our fans are watching the game from. Hawks shut this one down. Fabian Garcia fights for a couple of extra yards. They finally blow the play dead. And at this point in time, you circle the first of what may be many critical plays here in the second half. It's a 3rd and 5 for San Benito on the opening drive of the third quarter. Rodriguez has a back in the backfield on this third down play. Sees a blitz coming. They pick it up. He gets rid of the ball. It's up for grabs. Caught at the 35 of the Hawks. What a catch by Atticus De Leon. And that's a big play for San Benito. 34 yards in the air.
First and 10, Greyhounds. Ball is now at the Hawk 34.
And that's the biggest play from scrimmage for San Benito here in this ball game. First down for Rodriguez. Hands it off, and this time the Hawks are right there to shut it down. They may not get back to the line of scrimmage as Garcia was blanketed by 3 different defenders right there. And he'll lose a yard on the play. For Rodriguez, that's 2 of 4 now in the passing game for 41 yards. They're watching from Edinburgh. Thanks for tuning in. Also watching from Iowa. Thanks for tuning in, Angela Quinn. Second down and 11 yards to go for San Benito. Opening drive of the third quarter, Rodriguez on a read, runs it, hit, and they'll blow that play dead. And then a penalty flag will be thrown at the end of it. Rodriguez was driving those legs. Once he met the initial contact at the line of scrimmage, he was driven backwards, and then the whistle blew, and then the defender carried through with the hit. And that'll turn into a 15-yard penalty against the Harlingen South Hawks, and San Benito will move the ball deep into Hawk territory all the way down to the 20.
First and 10, Greyhounds.
And an opportunity knocking now at the door for San Benito. First down play, Rodriguez hands it off. Garcia again on the carry. Got maybe a yard. Critical penalty keeps a drive alive for the San Benito Greyhounds.
Last winning number, 353-522. 353-522.
And it's second down and 10 for San Benito. Rodriguez Rolls out, now he hands off in a delay. This is De Leon. De Leon up the middle, down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. First and goal coming up, San Benito. Atticus De Leon. And watch on the split scheme replay. You'll see this is a delay handoff. And once De Leon got through the lineman, it was some safeties that had to make a play. First and goal, Greyhounds handed off to Garcia. No, it's a keeper. Rodriguez walks it in. Touchdown, San Benito Greyhounds. Rodney Rodriguez. And the opening drive results in a score for the San Benito Greyhounds. I talked about turnovers being a big part of this contest. Penalties can also come into play in a tight contest between two teams evenly matched.
On the point out number 17, Javier Santos, moving the holding number 1, Rodney
Extra point
Rodriguez.
coming up for San Benito to tie this game. Javier Santos, the kicker, gets it through. We are tied, 14 apiece.
Third quarter, it is now 14 for the Hawks, and 14 for the Greyhounds. We're all tied
So the
up.
game's first drive for San Benito's offense produces points. First drive of the second half, same result. All tied, 14 apiece. Kickoff after this.
Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Back here, you see the kickoff team on the field for the San Benito Greyhounds. Harlingen South Hawks send a couple of men back to return the kick. They'll get the ball for the first time here in the second half. All knotted at 14 apiece. Santos tees it up. Puts it into play with a high kick. Fielded at the 15 for the Hawks. This is Elias Ledesma. Ledesma made one man miss. Second man gets him, and he gets to the 25-yard line. Extracurricular activity going on after that play, but no penalty flags on the play. And so Harlingen South's offense will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 25, trying to respond to the San Benito score. Greyhounds have now outgained the Hawks 177 to 144 in total offense. Sander Caceres on first down. Jeremiah Rivera in the backfield to his right side. Two receivers right, twins out to the left-hand side, man in motion left to right, that's Ledesma. Looking to throw on first down, Caceres. Swings it in the flats, caught, huge hit delivered, and down he goes. Welcome to the game, Mauricio Padilla. Watch on the replay here as Padilla sticks the landing on the hit. It'll go as a completed pass. Rivera fortunate enough to hang on to the football after receiving that hit. First down, now second down for the Hawks. Empty backfield for Caceres. Quick pass left side. Ledesma trying to get to the outside. Track down, run out of bounds. And it'll bring up third down. Ledesma, that's his first catch.
Greenberg North 7, La Joya 3. Mission High 21, La Joya Juarez.
So third down and 7 yards to go for the Harlingen South Hawks. Empty backfield. Caceres sends a man in motion. That's Rivera. Drops back to throw. Has some time. Now he's going to run up the middle. And he gets a first down across the 35. All those receivers went wide. That just opened up the middle of the field. Caceres gains the first down, and the drive continues for Harlingen South. If you're just joining us, we're in the third quarter. San Benito took the opening kickoff of quarter number 3 and was assisted by a penalty, but still that offense kicked it into gear and scored a touchdown that tied it up. Harlingen South trying to respond from the 35, dropping back to throw, delivering a pass. Caceres over the top, misses Ledesma, incomplete pass. Caceres now 10 of 17, passing for 97 yards. And this Greyhound defense trying to get the ball back in the hands of the offense. Trying to bring this San Benito crowd to life, and there's a bunch of them over there on the home side. Hawks on 2nd and 10. Rivera stays in the backfield. Caceres appears to be changing up the play. Play clock at 17, plenty of time on that. Caceres turns, hands it off Rivera. Running hard, but lifted and driven backwards. Gains a couple. And another 3rd and long coming up here for the Harlingen South Hawks. Call it 3rd and 7. They converted last time.
Still missing number 353.
Hawks with 64 yards on the ground, 97 through the air.
Also number 353, 544.
Empty backfield on this 3rd down play for Caceres. Play clock down to 10, sends a man in motion, that's Rivera. Caceres hit, tripped up, down he goes. Making a play was Nova Bejaran.
Making first contact, number 10, Eli Trevino.
And so a punting situation for the Harlingen South Hawks.
Also missing ticket number 353, 359.
As the San Benito Greyhounds make a big play there.
303.
Punt is underway. Takes a Greyhound roll out across their 40-yard line to the 42. Finally scooped up there by Ernesto Garcia. And so now the San Benito offense given the ball in good field position with now a chance to regain the lead. They led 7-0. Harlingen South tied it, took a lead of 14-7. That was where we were at halftime. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. San Benito with the offense back on the field. 177 yards of offense, 136 on the ground for San Benito. Empty backfield for Rodriguez on a first down play. Man in motion is Garcia. Rodriguez keeps it, drives forward, gains just a couple. And second down coming up for San Benito. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. Garcia continues to pace the team in the rushing department. 15 carries, 68 yards. For Rodriguez, that was his 10th carry for 34 yards. Man in motion. They'll hand it off to Garcia. Garcia drives forward, got to the 49-yard line. 7 yards gained by Garcia, brings up 3rd and 2. We'll go under 4 minutes left here in this third quarter. That first half was played in the blink of an eye. Second half appears to be in the same pace. Running play. Hawks are there. Shut it down. No gain. Now decision time for San Benito. You play the field position. You punt the football here, and they bring the punting team in. 4th and 4. As you see the punting team in on the field for the Greyhounds. Hawks send a man back to return the punt. Back around the 20-yard line stands Jeremiah Rivera. Good snap. Kick is away. Wobbly kick away from the return man. Hawks pick it up. Now drop it. It goes out of bounds. A little bit of excitement there for a moment. And a drive will start for the Hawks at their own 12 with 3:02 left here in this third quarter of play. (14-14) your score. Second time the Hawks have had the ball in the second half. Xander Caceres lines him up from his own 12. 2 backs in the backfield with Caceres. On a first down play. Hands it off, they'll run it right. Maybe a yard gained on that one. Marcos Gonzalez, just his 3rd carry of the night. Make it his 4th. Gained about a half a yard. Second and still over 9 yards to go for the Harlingen South Hawks. 2 receivers split left side. That's the wide side of the field for the Hawks. Single receiver, short side on the right. Caceres on second down on a long count. Takes it, hands it off. Rivera tries to get to the outside. On the wide side of the field, got to the 14. That's a quick, short gain of 2. And just like that, third down on the drive for the Hawks.
In the baseball world, Astros defeat the White Sox. They lead 2-0.
So call it 3rd and 8 for Harlingen South. Said earlier when the Greyhounds elected to punt, you could play that field position, and they did. Made the Hawks start the drive inside their 20, back at the 12. They've attained the 14, need a bunch more to get a first down here. Caceres drops back, pressure coming from behind. They pick that up, delivers the ball, throws it away incomplete. 2 guys coming in there with pressure. Carmine Castilleja was coming after him. He was picked up on a block. Nova Bejaran was also there for the San Benito Greyhounds. Caceres dropped back all the way in his end zone before delivering that pass well out of bounds. Stops the clock. With 1:30 remaining here in this third quarter. And now your field position definitely switches here because the Greyhounds return man stands in Hawk territory to return this punt. Kick pushes him back to the 45 of the Greyhounds. They'll let it roll. Tremendous punt that time by the Hawks punter just to put the ball on the Greyhound side of the 50. And so with 1:18 left in the third quarter, San Benito will send the offense onto the field. Rodney Rodriguez on a first down play for San Benito. Sends a man in motion. Hands it off, bouncing it outside. It's Corbin running over some tacklers. He'll gain 11 yards. Jermaine Corbin on this jet sweep, gains 11. They'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains. From their own 46, another first down for Rodriguez. Man in motion, they'll keep it with Rodriguez right up the middle, he may go! Rodriguez will take it to the house, 54 yards. Touchdown, San Benito. Watch on the replay. Everyone bid on the motion man, and nobody contained the quarterback, and Rodriguez showed the speed right down central for the score. San Benito on top. 20-14, looking for the extra point. Rodriguez, who scored that touchdown with a holder. Kick is away, long high, and good. San Benito leads 21-14. 2 second-half scores here in the third quarter have the Greyhounds on top. They'll kick off. Hawks get the ball after this.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Back here at Bobby Morrow Stadium, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching it on our YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Talked about it earlier that the numbers game is what we play here on Real Sports Live. We don't charge fans, we don't charge schools to broadcast the games. It's all about the numbers when we talk to advertisers, which generate the income in which to put the people in position to cover these games. And one of the first questions asked is, what are your numbers? How many subscribers do you have? How many viewers do you have? How often do they view? How long do they view? All about numbers. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so right now. Kickoff by the Greyhounds. After a fair catch is called for and made, the Harlingen South Hawks will bring the offense on the field. 2 third quarter scores here by San Benito have flipped a 14-7 Hawk lead into a 21-14 San Benito lead. We'll take a look here on this possession, what the Hawks dial up. They've mixed it up nicely on the ground and in the air. But now playing catch-up football. Caceres, a deep drop, delivers the ball deep downfield. Got a man, caught! 35-yard line, 30, first down for the Hawks. Big catch by Fidencio Mesa. That's 53 yards. Quickly, the Hawks up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, running play, that's shut down. Marcos Gonzalez on the carry. Gained a yard. Let's go back to that pass play and look how open this receiver was, and this was a perfectly thrown ball by Caceres. You lead him a little more, that's 6 points for Harlingen South. Timeout on the field, the Hawks want to talk it over. They trail by 7, they're in San Benito territory, and the fans on the visitors' side are eager to see if they can tie this one up. We'll keep it right here. Thanks again to all the advertisers that did sign on to assist us in broadcasting our coverage. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to secure all of the crews out in place. Second down play for Harlingen South. Caceres back to throw. Rifles it left side. That's caught. Down the left sideline. 10, 5. Down at the 2. Elias Ledesma on the catch, and he nearly took it in. And what an answer by Harlingen South as we head to the fourth. 21-14, Hawks banging on the door. Greyhounds lead, but for how long? After this, we'll find out.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Back here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Harlingen South Hawks have the ball. First and goal at the 1-yard line of the San Benito Greyhounds. Xander Caceres lines up a full house backfield surrounding him on a first down play from the 1. Caceres hands it off, running play, and touchdown, Harlingen South. One play into the fourth, they're 1 point away from tying us up. Jeremiah Rivera on the carry. His second running touchdown of the night. Make that his first. He joins Carlos Moss-Boss and Xander Caceres. And now the extra point for the Hawks. Looking to tie the ball game up. Low snap, they get to it, get the kick away, and it is no good. That was a low snap to handle. And the San Benito Greyhounds sideline comes to life. They gave up a score, but maintain the lead. They'll get the ball right after this.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the San Benito Greyhounds send 2 return men back to return a kick. The second half, San Benito scored 2 times in that third quarter. After heading to the halftime locker room, trailing 14-7, they now lead 21-20. Corbin back deep in the middle of the field, inside his 10-yard line, looking to return this kick. It's a high short kick by the Hawks, fielded at the 25. A fair catch is made. And so San Benito will send the offense on the field. Extra point separates the 2 teams. In this case, made by the Greyhounds, missed by the Hawks. And a 1-point lead. Greyhounds have outgained the Hawks 252-237 in offense. It's all on the ground, 211 yards for San Benito on the ground. Rodriguez on first down. Hands it off, bouncing it left side, spinning for yardage is Atticus De Leon. He's thrown backwards. He'll get credit of about a 3-yard gain on that, despite the fact he was finally driven down back beyond the line of scrimmage.
On the carry, number 8 is Mariano Garcia. And on the stop defensively, Devin Montemayor for the Hawks.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for San Benito. Greyhounds with a 1-point lead. Rodriguez empties the backfield on this 2nd and long. Man in motion. He'll read and keep it, dives forward, slipped. Lost a half yard, and it's 3rd and long. minute gone here in the fourth. San Benito facing a 3rd and 9. They got to get it out across the 41.5, make it the 42-yard line to get a first down. Ball spotted down outside their 32 as Rodriguez brings him up. Rodriguez drops back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Delivers, hit as he throws, up for grabs, downfield, incomplete. And so Harlingen South will look to get the ball back. That was a penalty on that play, but it was against the offense, a legal man downfield. That'll be declined. And so now Harlingen South looks to get the ball back. Should get good field position out of this as their return man's back around the 40. Greyhounds looking for something big from their punter. Kick is away. It's a spiraling kick fielded at the 38, up the middle to the 40, and then the Greyhounds shut that return down. And here comes a critical possession in this game, as each will be equally important, if not magnified, as we move on down the line here in this fourth quarter. Hawks offense back onto the field. Scored on their last possession. Xander Caceres keeps Marcos Gonzalez in the backfield on this first down play. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, a deep drop, ton of time, delivers, caught into San Benito territory. A pitch and catch to Jeremiah Rivera, goes for 12 yards. That for Caceres is now 13 of 21 in the passing game for 184 yards. First down play for Harlingen South. Caceres going to run, keeps it on his own. Got a yard on that play. Brings up 2nd and 9 for Harlingen South. Just tuning in, this has been a back and forth affair. Harlingen South trailed 7-0 out of the gate. Answered with 2 scores. Took us to halftime, leading by that 1 touchdown margin. San Benito scored twice in the third quarter. Harlingen South scored on the first play in the fourth. Missed an extra point. That's the separation right now. 2nd and 9 for the South Hawks. Caceres drops back. They pick up a blitz. He steps up, going to run. Ton of room up the middle of the field. And he'll gain enough for a first down there. First and 10 for the Hawks. Caceres rolls out right side. Has time, looking, delivers. That's going to be on the sideline. That's caught inside the 30-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain. Fidencio Mesa on the catch. Good job of staying in bounds on that play. For Mesa, that's his 3rd catch of the evening for 59 yards. Now they'll call it an incomplete pass. They overrule that catch. 2nd and 10 coming up. Caceres on 2nd down. Hands it off on a delay up the middle to the 25-yard line. Call it the 26 on a carry by Gonzalez. It's good enough for 8 yards, bringing up 3rd and now 2 yards to go for the South Hawks. And on a 3rd and 2, 3 receivers over the right side for the Hawks on this 3rd down play. They'll hand it off again and up the middle, inside the 10, down to the 5, touchdown! Harlingen South regains the lead. Marcos Gonzalez. Strong run by Gonzalez. 26 yards for the score. And Harlingen South flips the lead up by 5. We'll see if they go for 2 here, as they are now chasing that missed extra point. They'll run it on their left side. Good, 2-point conversion. 7 points separate the teams. 8:16 left here in the 4th. The visitors back on top, and the home team will get the ball right after this.
Live. Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, I told you before the broadcast started that we had camera angles that were going to have fans in the way if we had them standing, and that's just what we're doing. We're switching our cameras around here, so we'll be okay as we continue to bring you our coverage here from Bobby Morrow Stadium. Our appreciation for San Benito, Harlingen South for assisting us in broadcasting the game. Sometimes the spot we get a broadcast from is much easier than others. Kickoff coming up for the Hawks. Greyhounds will get the ball. They kick it away from Corbin again. This time it goes out of bounds. And so the Greyhounds will bring the offense onto the field. Each team has seemed to have answers for the others. In this case, they'll put the ball down at the 30, and the San Benito Greyhounds will look to go to work here at home to try to answer Harlingen South's score. Control of first place in District 32-6A right here on the line tonight. Rodriguez on a 1st down play. On a read, keeps it, bounces it outside. Hit, thrown down. Initially, it looked like he had something there, and the speed of the outside defenders for the Hawks were able to track him down. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the San Benito Greyhounds. Clock running here in the 4th quarter. Rodriguez on 2nd and 8. Hands it off, this time nothing doing. Huge hit delivered by the Hawks as Gilbert Lerma, the sophomore, delivers a big hit. Third and long coming up for San Benito. Here's another one of those big critical plays that I was talking about. Third and 9 for San Benito. They got to get to the 40 to get a 1st down. Hawks chomping at the bit to shut this drive down. Under 7 to go in the game. Rodriguez drops back to throw. Here comes pressure. Gets rid of it to the right side and overshoots his man. Incomplete pass. Rodney Rodriguez had really no chance on that as there was just direct pressure coming right up the middle. And so the punting team is in for the Greyhounds, and Harlingen South defense gets the 3 and out. Good snap, kick is away. Booming punt away from the return man, takes a bounce, picked up now, down the right sideline for the Hawks and out at the 45-yard line. Jeremiah Rivera on the return. Big bunch of noise being made now on the visitor side as the Harlingen South defense makes their way to the sideline. Offense now strolling onto the field. Defense saying, hey, we give you the ball, you got the lead. Either change the score, add some more to that lead, or more importantly, take some time off that clock before we have to come back on the field. That's if you're a Hawks side. Greyhounds want to stop. Here's a running play for the Hawks. Up the middle, running hard, getting to the 49-yard line is Marcos Gonzalez. The ball comes loose, and the Greyhounds may have recovered.
Ball recovered.
They'll call it a turnover. Now the officials are having a lengthy discussion. And then after the play, they'll tack on 15 yards against Harlingen South. But this football will belong to San Benito. And after the penalty, they'll march it deep into Hawk territory, all the way down to the 26. And that San Benito offense is right back on the field. Jet sweep to the right-hand side, inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. And San Benito trying to capitalize on the turnover. That was a 12-yard gain. 1st and 10 for San Benito. 2 backs in the backfield for Rodriguez on a read. Hands it off. Fabian Garcia will gain a couple. We're under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. Second down for San Benito. Rodriguez keeps it. He's dropped after a short gain of maybe a yard. And now 3rd down coming up. For San Benito. 3rd down, call it 6 yards to go from the 12. They can still get a 1st down without getting in the end zone. San Benito knocking on the door. Rodriguez on 3rd down, drops back to throw, delivers. Up for grabs, Corbin there, and it may be picked off. Incomplete.
Jermaine Corbin. 4th down.
Fourth down for San Benito. Here's the play. Rodriguez slips away from a tackle. Tries to throw the ball. It's incomplete. And Harlingen South should be able to take over. And they will.
Ball goes over to the Hawks. It'll be 1st and 10. 4:40 left to play in the ball game.
Hawks offense will be back on the field. Now the timeout situation. San Benito has all 3 of theirs. Harlingen South has all 3 of theirs. 4:40 left here in this. Couple of first downs here for the Hawks could be instrumental here. Greyhounds wanting to try to get the ball back again. Running play right side, driving forward, getting near the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain for Marcos Gonzalez. In San Benito with the Harlingen South Hawks leading. Caceres changing the play up at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 10. Lets it run a little more before he takes this next snap. Hands it off right side. Out across the 23 to the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
On the carry number 1, Jeremiah Rivera. 1st and 10, Hawks.
Stop the clock long enough to move the chains. Again, San Benito has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. It wasn't going to take many first downs in this drive for Harlingen South to be in position to seal this deal with a victory on the road. There's a lot of football left, though. Running play across the 25 to the 27.
Ball carrier gains about 3 yards on that run. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 7.
They will blow the play dead for, well, they stopped the clock for a moment, and then they started it back up. So they paused it for a couple of seconds there as they spotted the football down. 2nd and 6 for the Hawks. Hawks letting that clock run now. Play clock is at 17. Still back there in the huddle. Here they come. 3 backs surrounding Caceres back there. He'll hand it off to the deep man, hit in the backfield. That's Rivera. And now the San Benito Greyhounds will burn their first timeout here in the second half. Timeout, San Benito. It comes with 2:24 left here in the fourth. Harlingen South will be faced with a 3rd and 7, up by 7. When we return, this is Real Sports Live.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Back here at Bobby Mario Stadium. We're in San Benito, Texas. Thanks for joining here on Rio Sports Live. Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr., AJ Castaneda, my wife Dahlia, all part of the broadcast crew here this evening. Harlingen South.
3rd down, 3rd and 7.
With that statement win last week against Harlingen, now trying to up the ante. Facing 3rd and 7 at San Benito. Greyhounds wanting to get a critical stop here. Back to pass is Caceres, right side, that's caught. And a first down and a bunch more. Down the right sideline, still on his feet to the 38-yard line.
Down to the 36-yard
Play
line.
finally
First
blown
and 10
dead.
Hawks.
That is major league yardage there for the Harlingen South Hawks.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8 of the defense.
And an unsportsmanlike against San Benito. Tacked on at the end of that play. We'll move the ball deeper downfield. How about Xander Caceres? 15 of 23 for 224 yards, now passing. He went for it on third down there. You don't complete that pass, that stops the clock. Punting situation. San Benito saves a timeout and gets the ball back. You complete it, now you get the extra penalty yards, and Harlingen South in the driver's seat, 1st and 10 from the San Benito 21. Caceres pitches it back.
Taking the pitch out, number 1, Jeremiah
Rivera might have gained, well, he lost a couple on that.
Timeout.
And now San Benito burns their second timeout.
Timeout, San Benito. That is their second timeout of the half.
They'll have one remaining and 1:44 left here. Harlingen South facing a 2nd and 14. I talked about first downs when the drive started. If the Hawks could put together 2 or 3, they'd be in the driver's seat. They've got 2. One more would put this away, if it can be done here. San Benito. You look at time management now. If they can contain Harlingen South on 2nd down here, you could get another timeout outside of the 1 minute mark. And then the Hawks would be able to run a play with the clock not stopping between 3rd and 4th down. They could take it under a minute to go before they had to give it back to San Benito. Or if they've got a kicker that can reach from this distance, they could also put it away from there. Running play up the middle, inside the 20, back to around the 16. And there's that final timeout call by San Benito.
For the Hawks.
Timeout, San Benito. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And it'll be 3rd and 6 for Harlingen South when we return.
Athletics and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
Back here we go. Back to action as the Hawks have it on a 3rd down. They'll run it left side, and that will be short of 1st down yardage, and now we'll watch the clock tick away.
Looks like that'll set up a 4th down.
4th and about 1.5 yards for the Harlingen South Hawks. Now here's your decision for Coach Israel Gonzalez. If you've got a field goal kicker that can reach from 32, maybe 30 yards out, you could go up 10 with your opponent getting the ball with no timeouts left. Or you can keep the offense on the field and run the ball and try to gain 2 yards and gain a 1st down. Hawks call a timeout, 50 seconds left. The decision will be field goal for the 10-point lead, go for a 4th down to put this game away. Hawks will make that choice after this.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here.
Back here, you see the Harlingen South Hawks talking it over and keeping the offense on the field.
So the Hawks are looking at the fourth down, 4th and 1.
For this 4th and 1.
The ball is resting at the Greyhound 13-yard line.
Get the ball to the 11. You got a first down for sure. Caceres takes the snap, hands the ball off. And it's going to be close. They run the clock down to 44, blow it dead, and then they'll start at the spot. Hawks thinking they got it. Greyhounds wanting to get a chance to get the ball. We still have no indication from the official yet. He's going to look to the sideline after the spot. It looks close. They'll bring it in to measure just in case. All eyes on the chain gang as they'll come across the field to measure this. From my eyes, it looks like he got it by about a half a football. We'll see. Here's the stretch of the chains. And he is short.
Ball goes over to the Greyhounds.
Short by a half a football. And a little life breathed into the San Benito sidelines as the Greyhounds offense will get the ball back. Down one score with 44 seconds left here at home. No timeouts remaining for San Benito. If you're looking in the passing game, San Benito has just 41 yards in the air tonight. 34 of that to Atticus De Leon.
Rodriguez calls the signals for the
First down play, Rodriguez pressured.
Pass complete.
Pass is dropped incomplete.
Incomplete to number 5, Corbin.
They were looking to set up Corbin as they were expecting pressure by the Hawks. Rodriguez throwing the ball. He's just 2 of 8. 2 completed passes. He's missed on his last 4.
38 seconds left to play in the ball game.
And with 38 seconds, here's a second down play.
At quarterback.
Rolls out, delivers a pass. Underneath, that's caught.
On the catch.
That's enough for a first down. They'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains. And now they'll start it up, and then they'll spike it. San Benito in the position of looking at the scoreboard, trailing by 7. 29 seconds left, no timeouts remaining. Harlingen South trying to get this thing shut down now. Rodriguez, empty backfield, drops back to throw. Here comes pressure, delivers, incomplete.
Pass was incomplete. The intended receiver, Jermaine Corbin, incomplete pass, 3rd down.
Looking again for Corbin. And it brings up 3rd down. 23 seconds left here in the 4th. Ball at the 23 of the Greyhounds. You can stop it by getting out of bounds or stopping it with a first down. Pressure again. Delivered a pass. That's completed to the sideline. And then driving out across the 40.
First and 10, Greyhounds.
He stayed in bounds, so the Greyhounds are going to have to spike the ball again here. And they will with 14 seconds left.
Clock is stopped at 14 seconds.
Receiver had a choice that time of getting some extra yards or getting out of bounds. That burned off a few seconds for San Benito. 62 yards away from trying to magically tie this game up. Rodriguez underthrows that one.
Receiver, Jermaine Corbin, 9 seconds.
Corbin, the intended receiver, and 9 seconds left. I'll tell you the time, my friends. It's 9 seconds. I've got the clock, but again, it's going to be off by just a bit. So I'll stick with you. Don't worry about watching the clock. Just listen. 9 seconds left here. Greyhounds down 28-21. Harlingen South with the lead. It's 3rd down and 10. Rodriguez drops back to throw. Here comes pressure. Delivers. It's going to be incomplete with 5 seconds left.
Down coming up. So on behalf of
Director, Head Coach, two fronts here. This game comes down to this play. There's only 5 seconds left. And it's 4th down. So it's a must for San Benito to complete the pass and complete it in time to either score or get out of bounds in less than 5 seconds. Ball game may be decided right here. Deep drop. This will be the final play, barring a penalty. Deep throw down the field. Incomplete. Ball game over. Harlingen South knocks off San Benito 28-21 and are atop District 32-6A.
Game time is 7 o'clock on Friday night.
They celebrated last week at Bogus Stadium. This Hawks team will celebrate here on the road. A tough place to get a win, and they get it done at Bobby Morrow. 28-21 the final score. Our player of the game is Xander Caceres, the quarterback for the Hawks. 8 carries, 46 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. 15 of 23 through the air, 224 and a touchdown, and leads his team, in this case, to a come-from-behind victory in the 4th quarter against the San Benito Greyhounds for the victory. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast as the Hawks secure a victory on the road. AJ Castaneda, Rudy Zamaripa Jr., terrific job on the cameras. My wife Dahlia doing the switching. She gives her own grade of a B-. I have to give her a grade of an A just because of the nature of the business here. Owner/wife. I'll say she had an A+, okay? Hope you enjoyed it, my friends. We're gonna have some highlights up a little bit later on, and we'll have some post-game stuff hopefully on our social media. Congratulations, Xander Caceres, for the Harlingen South Hawks. He gets our Luke Faria Player of the Game. And the Hawks, under the direction of Israel Gonzalez, knock off Harlingen and San Benito in back-to-back weeks. Preseason, I'm not sure many would have put that bet down. This Hawk team is for real. Till next time, from Bobby Morrow, San Benito, I'm Joe Bowling. Hope you enjoyed it. So long.